Hey guys, today in the kitchen we have Jessica and Chickadee without the Chickadee.
What's up, guys?
And we've got a list. As you can see, we're making Kalte Hundeschnauze today. It's going to be a German no-bake cake. We haven't cooked anything really for you for Christmas time here, so it's gonna have to happen. So, the things that you will need are, you will need chocolate.
You know what I'm saying though?
We will say measurements as we go along. We're gonna have sugar. We're gonna have some butter biscuits. We're gonna have some vanilla sugar.
You're giving them our recipe.
That's fine.
Secret.
Secrets.
Secrets.
Secrets. Anyways, as we're putting them together, I will tell you. But right now, a good thing to make sure that you also have for when we're melting down the chocolate and other things is you're going to need a pot. And then you're going to put a little bit of water in it.
Oh, double boiler.
A double boiler, I know. And then we're going to turn this on. Not too high,
That too.
because we don't want it to bubble. We don't want the water to bubble, because if it does, steam and water will wreck your chocolate. So you just want this to be warm, and warm enough that it's going to heat your bowl. So when we put the chocolate in, it's going to start to melt it. And we don't want to melt it quick. We want to melt it slow. Just like that. So we're going to start to melt that chocolate, because this is going to take a while. And again, I've only got the stove on 3 or 4. I might turn it up a bit to 5. But like I said, you don't want the water to boil, because you don't want steam and water to wreck your chocolate. Okay. So as you can see here, we took some canola oil and we've basted it with a barbecue baster, and we've soaked it up. And now we're going to take some perfect sized parchment paper and put it on the inside. You could do this with tin foil if you want to have all your fillings feel like they're hitting with lightning bolts, but we don't want to do that. So, parchment paper.
You want to cut this?
Yeah. So what we did is we cut the corners. Well, what we did is we lied one piece in flat, and another one to come up the sides a little bit.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at yours.
And then you just have to go in like a gravy boat. No.
Pretty much.
But yeah, the oil will actually hold the parchment paper in, which is
For the most
nice.
part. Well, yeah, for the
Yes.
most part.
So put one hot dog, and one hamburger.
All right.
Okay. It's super coconutty.
No.
No, it's unscented. Wow.
I've never had unscented coconut.
Ooh, it's starting to melt. It's starting to melt.
the chocolate.
Yes. We always put the chocolate. Ooh, the wafers.
It's getting warm.
That's good, yes?
It is, yeah, it's good that it's getting warm, so it's heating down the chocolate. Is he?
Yep, here you go. Jessica has it now on 3. Like we said, we just don't want it to boil the water underneath. If you start hearing boiling noises, turn that down as fast as you can. As you can see, it's slow, yes. Some people like to do the microwave way too, rather than the best way. This is the best way. The other microwave way is where you just constantly like put it on for a little bit, stir, put it on for a little bit, stir, put it on for a little bit until it melts.
That's like the cheating way of doing it.
That's cheating. Don't be a cheater. So as you can see, we're gonna have to set our balance, but we've got an analog scale here. Nothing's digital. But yeah, we're gonna set that to 0 kilograms, and we are gonna start and get this cocoa fat together. So as you can see, we have our amazing scale here, and we're putting our cocoa fat into it, or our coconut fat to it. And we're going to slowly add this until it says what mark, Christopher?
150 grams.
150 grams. Hope you've been brushing up on your math. So we'll quickly put that at 150 grams. 150 grams has been reached. And as you can see, that's about how much you need. Looks like a bunch of you just want to go home. Like it's like froyo.
Alright, that's fat people talk. You're too skinny for that.
Oh, dang. We are now going to mix.
It's hot though right now?
Yeah. Bring it down.
Bring it down.
Bring it down.
Whoa, here we go. Boom. Oh no. Oh no. We almost missed a hunk of fat. So now we're going to let that chocolate mix in. As you can see, we pulled it off. there, and we'll slowly stir it in. The heat that's actually generated by the water in the bowl right now will help it do its stuff. So we had a scary second. We're just like, oh my god, it's separating. But then we looked and it stopped. We took it right off of that. If you have a granite counter, it'll also help cool it down even quicker.
Just don't leave it on double boiler, because if not...
Yeah, you don't want to leave it on heat because you don't want it to separate. You want it to stay nice and smooth like that. And now we're going to add a cup of milk. So grab out your measuring cup. Let's
Waterfall this.
Let's waterfall. Ooh, slow motion.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mix that.
This is going to go on red too. Please just mix that.
Oh yeah.
Slow and steady. What
You
said the
almost need
turtle?
like a whisk.
I have a whisk. I do have a whisk. Do you want like a plastic whisk?
A whisk is a whisk, my friend.
Here is
A whisk on the ground, though.
No, that's not a whisk on the ground. That's a potato smasher on the ground. I'm one hand balling right now. Ooh, look at that. Oh my gosh.
All right. We also have 3 tablespoons sugar.
3 tablespoons of sugar is next. So we have this.
You're sure that's sugar?
That is sugar.
Sugar,
It's not salt. Because that would change the game.
Hey,
Smell
no.
Smell.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
One.
it's getting thick.
Ooh, is it?
Yes.
As you can
Dirty
see,
mind.
you're so dirty on the minds. Look at it. It's gotten dark again.
Yeah, it's getting thick.
Remember, stir in slowly to remain thickness. And never pour your ingredients in your spoon over top of the mixture. This is baking 101. But again, if you're a hungry stoner, then you realize solo domo. There we go.
All right, and 2
Look at that.
2
Oh.
teaspoons vanilla extract.
We need vanilla extract. And we need a teaspoon. So, vanilla extract is that stuff that smells very good, but don't be fooled. Don't just grab it and try and drink it, because you will get sick and not like it. So,
There's pieces to it.
let's do this. Here we go.
We're gonna put in 1. Mix in.
Remember I said don't do this over top? Well, guess what? We're playing balls in and over top. So that was 1 teaspoon. How many are we doing?
We're just gonna let it mix in.
Yeah.
All right. And then really see how it goes, because it can be way too easy to overhit this stuff.
Yes.
So
It's so strong. This is good stuff. But the best is yet to come. The gluck gluck. Gluck 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 gluck. So we added a tiny bit more because we tasted it. How do you know when to add more, Jessica?
When I don't taste it.
When you don't taste vanilla. So you add a tiny bit
You
more?
don't want to overdo it, though, either.
No. So did we end up doing 2 full teaspoons or a teaspoon and a half?
2 full.
2 fulls. Yeah. So just do the total if you want to. And then as you can see here,
Look. No
as we said, oh yes, censorship for children. Oh, I can't block him. He's the captain. And this is Tattoo. Again, this one's only available in the States, but you can always use any Caribbean rum. We love our Caribbean, and this one's with spice, so that way we get a bit of cinnamon. Because Jessica loves cinnamon. Look at that face. So, how much are we adding? How many glucks?
2 tablespoons.
Okay, so gluck gluck.
We are scientists.
if you're a German cook, it goes by glucks. It goes gluck gluck. Okay, that's enough. With this, we are actually going to use 2 tablespoons. We don't want to trust our glucking. Yeah. Because the German grandmother knows, or as we should say, Oma. Oma knows best, and she knows gluck gluck, and then 1 for the cook.
Smells good.
As you can see here, it's coming along. We still have a bit of chunks, but we put it a tiny bit on heat. Remember, we're like talking minimal. We're on 2 here. We just wanted
Not
enough
even
to
a
get,
minute. We're on, like, low.
Low. But yes, we are going to make sure that all these chunks go away, so that way we can pour it and make some cookie biscuits.
Some cookie biscuits.
And again, I guess we can start prepping our biscuits to start our layers.
Only the finest. Everyone says use the Leibniz.
We couldn't find
You
them.
can't find them.
They're all like sold out.
Find.
We were gonna maybe do specklots, but the problem is we wanted to try with these, the social biscuits. I mean, if you look at the really good cookies, the celebration cookies that are covered in milk chocolate, those are used with a butter biscuit, and some recipes do call for a butter biscuit. So we are gonna use these social tea biscuits, which are the same thing. But next time, or if you want to, and you like a good cinnamon flavor, look up and find yourself some specklots. They are amazing cookies. Even if you're not making this, get yourself a thing of specklots. I've eaten a whole one in one sitting.
Which is why we don't have any anymore.
Yes.
Richard ate all the specklots.
Hey, stop pointing at Dickie. It's rude. Cookies prepped. Lick test done. Oh, by the way, I didn't even tell you, but we put in an entire pound of chocolate into here. One of these bags that we buy from, if you want to, you can get them from Into the Chocolate Confession, Candy and Confession. These are the milk chocolate wafers. Yes, chocolate can be quite expensive, but there's no price for good Belgium chocolate.
Chocolate cookie.
She looks like she's trying to jam out in the club. So the first thing that we're going to do is let this cool a little bit so it thickens up a little bit. We still want it runny, but we're going to pour it in here so we have a layer, and then we're going to lay biscuits, and then we're going to throw chocolate on top, let it cool a little bit, then we're going to throw more biscuits on top, pour another layer of chocolate, and then chocolate.
What's chocolate?
I got a biscuit in my mouth, I tell you. You got to lay a biscuit in your pan. No. So we're going to do that for both of these. So it's going to be chocolate. Since we're doing two at once, layer. Chocolate. Layer.
About a quarter inch of chocolate per layer.
There you go. Quarter inch of chocolate.
And then you chocolate chocolate
Cookie.
Remember the chocolate cookie dance when you're doing this. Chocolate cookie.
Layer.
We just need to put a club banger on now for you, hey? It's still a little bit runny, but we are going to start pouring some in so we get our base layer. This is the one that's going to form so we can put some cookies in it. Oh yeah, look at that. I remember this fun from when we did the Reese's Pieces cup. That's the longest tutorial for Reese's Pieces that I think anyone's ever seen. 45 minutes of me and Jessica having fun. Oh, look at that. She's so balanced with this. Oh, the layers.
Layers.
You know what?
One more.
Donkey once said,
Donkey one said nothing.
oh, ogres have layers? They have...
Okay.
Onions have layers.
No, cakes have layers.
Parfaits have layers.
Ooh,
This
parfait.
way? Or
Okay.
that? No, this way, right?
That,
Yeah.
Sideways, they cannot touch the walls, otherwise you're going to have cracker lead a king through your dessert.
Exactly, so put it
right
like
down
that.
the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, just
No
like
pressure.
Not even can't touch this
Well,
side
you're
either.
shaking.
I know. I don't need this.
Take a little bit in, a little bit on.
All right,
the
a
side.
little bit. Whoa! Oh, you got it.
Okay.
That's super close, but we're still good. Doesn't matter.
I made this before. You guys are putting pressure on me.
It's okay. You got this.
Here you go. Here you go.
You got this, Jess.
Oh.
It's all right. Nobody's judging.
Cookie layers.
This is our test one.
Should be
Okay.
good.
All right. Do we want to just do another layer now, or
Can you move them over me?
yeah,
There we go.
right there? It's just playing hardball. Perfect.
So it can't touch either side?
No. It's all right. We're doing good. Okay. So now we'll let this harden up, and then we'll start adding another layer. You can see they're both doing so good. This one fit 5 complete cookies, and this one fit 4.5. This is only because of the parchment paper. As you can see, this one was a little bit wonky on this side, but that is fine. Just means a little bit less schnauze. Kalte Hundeschnauze.
Schnauze.
Schnauze. Mike Lazowski.
Mike Lazowski.
Exactly. So, I think we're gonna try a secondary layer.
Oh, is it too liquidy, do you think?
I think it's still too liquidy. I think we cool it. As you can see, we're pouring it over. The weight of the cookie is, you can see the rivet, so you know the cookie's right there.
How many layers do we
Yeah, as many as we
Traditionally it's
want.
7, but these are micro,
So we're not,
Okay.
yeah, we're not
That's a
gonna,
lot of layers.
it's up to you how many layers you want to do, but
as many as
you
we
should
have
put a
chocolate.
little bit more chocolate in that corner.
Give me move it. Oh, I don't want to touch it more.
Yeah. We could even put like another, yeah, just
There
like
we
that.
go.
Perfect.
Alright.
And then now we're just going to
Cookie layer.
cookie layer,
cookie
cookie layer.
layer.
Just continue your layers and go how many layers you want to try. I know with Oma, she usually does 5 layers. That is what I remember because I even have pictures of it on my Facebook. So we're going to continue doing cookie layer, cookie layer, cookie layer. We might do 5, we might do 7. Some people say to do 7. Up to you. Again, it just depends on how much cookie you want. And go, of course, as thick of layers as you want. If you want thicker layers, make sure you let it get harder though. You don't want all the cookie to sink to the bottom and then you have an inch of chocolate on top. Maybe you do want that, who knows. But yeah, give us a sec. So one thing to note is that we were having too much fun, thinking we were making 2, which we are making 2, but we were running low on chocolate, so we're going to make another batch. If you're making 1 mini loaf, you're fine. This is enough. But if you're not, this is not enough. So you're going to have to double the ingredients.
I'm gonna scrape the bowl.
By the way, follow the ingredients that I said, not the ones on the list. The ones that we switched our recipe up because of Oma. Oma's cool. And we were looking at a bunch of different recipes and we wanted to use like real chocolate. We didn't want to use just like chocolate powder because that's so synthetic. We wanted something pure.
But that isn't chocolate.
And Jess doesn't work with fake chocolate. She only works with real chocolate.
You're not my real chocolate.
Yeah.
Nom 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 nom. And we only work with milk chocolate because dark chocolate sucks.
Suck it, dark chocolate.
So as you can see, our layers are going well. What we're doing between them now, and I suggest you do this. You put the layer on. For 3 minutes, you put it in the fridge. This is going to help thicken it up a tiny bit per layer, and it gives this time to set because you don't want it to, of course, float. So just go in and out, and if you want to, you can plastic wrap the bowl to help keep moisture out. Another thing is, if you find your chocolate's really runny, after you put all your mix in and you have it inside the bowl, and you're trying to get some of the clumps out, you'll notice that you'll have a little bit of heat going, as we did during the process. You can always drop a couple more chocolate wafers in there to help thicken up the mix, and that also helps too. Alright guys, so the last step here is going to be pouring the rest of the chocolate onto here. Now, before, what we've done is we did we did layer, cookie, layer, cookie, layer, cookie, up to 5 layers now. Once you've done this, as you can see, it's kind of floated just a tiny bit, but what we're going to do is we're going to put this in the fridge, or in the freezer, the fridge or the freezer, whatever you want to do for a couple of minutes. We're going to let this thicken up, and after it's done thickening, we're just going to use the leftover chocolate and build up a tiny bit more. So that way there is no leftover chocolate. But after you do that, then we've got the top layer, and you're done. Again, like I said, we did 5 layers. Make sure whatever you do, you have enough chocolate to do your final layer because that's what makes the whole thing goes together. Otherwise, you have a crumbling cookie, which you do not want.
Alright guys, and when you serve it, remember, it's just upside down, pull it off, parchment paper comes out, right? The top becomes the bottom.
There you go. And very important, if you're driving somewhere with this, make sure it's close or keep it cool. This is a cold dessert. It's like cheesecake. You don't want it to get hot. So what you do is you just keep it cool, and if you're gonna, before you serve it, treat it like an ice cream cake. Best thing to do, just treat it like an ice cream cake. The crease is just putting on the last layer. Remember, this is your bottom, because when you flip it out and you pull the parchment paper off, that will be your top layer. And as you can see, it's nicely thickening up, and we're just countersinking the last cookies there, and then we're going to use a spatula, pour it all on so it's nice and all covered, and then after that you're going to freeze this for, say, it says 3 to 4 hours, but again, just do, I would say at least 4. If you want to go to 6, but I mean, even this is only like 20 minutes, so, and it's already thickening up. So yeah, let's say 3 to 6 hours, and at that point also just leave it in the fridge until serving, because like an ice cream cake, you don't want this chocolate to melt. So I hope this video helped you out. I'm not going to be able to show you this because this will probably be consumed by the next time I'm here. So, other than that, thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to cut into it and eat some in your 6-hour mark, and enjoy. Thanks again for watching, and I hope my German friends approve. Oh, and Chris, what was the other biscuits called?
Leibniz Butterkuchen.
That is the actual German cookie that they use in the center. Now, there are so many recipes for this. You could go online and search up, but the one that we used real chocolate rather than the powdered chocolate. There is still a lot of, the originals, which you use powdered chocolate. Do whatever is available to you. Just don't cheap out on your chocolate because it'll wreck the taste. So, thanks again for watching. Peace out. So if you take a look, this is what it looks like when you're done. Yes, ours has a little bit of a gangster lean in our cookies. A little slanted, but you know what? After you taste it, you'll know what perfection tastes like. It's so good. As you can see, we went a little thick on the first layer, but you know what? It still tastes good. And of course, the top layer up here is the first layer that we started with, because as I said, you flip it out and then you just peel the parchment paper off. But there you go. That's what it looks like. It's a tasty dessert. It's easy to make. Takes you like 25 minutes, 30 minutes, somewhere in there. And I dare you to make it for Christmas or any other festive really thing. It's a perfect dessert, and I've never heard someone say, "Oh, I wish you didn't bring the Kalte Hundeschnauze."